Guys, besides Ninjago having really unique builds and minifigures, there's one thing that sets it apart from a lot of other LEGO themes, and that is the spinners. Ninjago has been creating spinners ever since the first release in 2011 all the way to the most recent release of Dragon's Rising sets. There have been many types. 2011 through 2012, we got spinners that were solely based on spinning and fighting your friends. There was no fanciness to it except these little insignias on them. Overall, they were meant just for fighting and having fun and being competitive with your friends. In 2015 and 2018, we got spinners that were not as much focused on battling your friends as they were doing cool tricks, whether it be on the ground or in the sky. And in 2019 and 2020, we got some spinners that were much less based on action or anything and more based on accurate spinning that looked really similar to how it did in the show. And in the most recent spinners, we have kind of a mix of the recent styles. Like this one, it went for both accuracy and being able to do crazy tricks, while this one went with a more brick-built design but could also do good spinning as well. Ninjago having so many different types of spinners, I often find myself begging the question, which one is the best? Judging these spinners in 3 categories. First being accuracy, which is how accurate the spinner design is to the original design in the show. Second, which is tricks, which is how cool of tricks you could do with the spinner. And third is competitiveness, which is how easy it is to battle your friends with the same spinners. Starting off with the 2011 and 2012 spinners, these ones, while I love them for their nostalgia and their competitiveness, their accuracy is just not that great. Besides the insignia that are on the spinners, they just aren't that good for accuracy. They don't really tie back too much to the original way that Spinjitzu looked. Same goes with tricks. There's not really much to do with these besides spinning them. You know, there's just not much to do, but it does get a lot of points in the range of competitiveness. It was really cool to add weapons that you can use to fight against your friends with. That makes it a bit more competitive, which I love how that works. But overall, these ones just aren't the best. We have the 2015 and 2018 spinners. While these ones are really good for tricks and have some cool minifigures, I don't really think they are the best either. Starting with accuracy, this one and these, because they're tied back to Spinjitzu and Airjitzu, it's just one big hard piece of plastic that it doesn't really have much color differentiation, that just doesn't make it look like Spinjitzu or Airjitzu at all. And then for the Dragon Masters, this isn't even a Spinjitzu or Airjitzu. I guess it's just supposed to be a dragon, which this is a weird looking dragon, so they don't get many points for accuracy. But these ones have a lot of points in the tricks department. You can do many tricks with these ones, but then there's not much competitiveness to it because, you know, just the way they work. These two, you can't really fight in the sky with them. It doesn't really help at all. These ones, it's just really hard to spin them in a way where you can fight your friends. So overall, they don't get many points in competitiveness. So overall, while they are very good for tricks, they're not good in the competitive or accuracy department. Next, we have the 2019 through 2020 spinners. These ones get so many points in accuracy. They just look so much like they do in the show. They look really amazing in that aspect with the Forbidden Spinjitzu. The Spinjitzu burst is a little bit more inaccurate, but it's still pretty alright. But then, considering that you have to pull a lever to spin these, there's just not many trick movements you can do. You don't really have a lot of control over these ones, so it's really difficult to do tricks, and that goes with all of them. So those ones aren't very good for tricks. And then also for competitiveness, you can't really control where these lever ones go. You really just have to hope for the best. So they're not really good in the competitive part as well. I just really don't like the competitiveness for these ones. So overall, the accuracy is really the only place that these ones do well. So we have the 2022 core spinner. This one checks a lot more of the boxes. First of all, accuracy. It looks very much like the Spinjitzu in the show. looks really good in the spinjitzu aspect. In accuracy, it looks really, really, really good. And then for tricks, it can do more tricks than the other spinners because it has the same sort of like pulling mechanism as these ones do. So they can do a bit more tricks and stuff like that, which gives it more points as well. And in terms of competitiveness, while it isn't amazing in competitiveness, you can still kind of change where it's going and hit other spinners. So it is good in competitiveness as well. It's not amazing in competitiveness, but it is still all right. But it has amazing accuracy and amazing tricks, which overall makes it the best one so far. We have the Dragon Power Spinjitzu. While I love the figures in these ones, the spinners are just kind of weird, and they're all different, which is also very interesting. In terms of accuracy, it's not that amazing, to be honest, considering it's kind of like the Spinjitzu Burst. Lloyd just burst into a giant Spinjitzu tornado. So where they got this from, I really don't know. It was really just a way to use these new energy core pieces. So it really isn't accurate at all. And then in terms of tricks, all of the spinners do something different. Kai's flips, Nia's drifts, and Lloyd's just spins. So the tricks one, it does do quite well. But and then in terms of competitiveness, for it really to be a fair fight, you need one of each spinner. For Kai is really outnumbered because these ones can spin. Kai's can spin, but his main thing is flipping. So overall, competitiveness really doesn't work well at all with these ones. So besides being able to do some pretty cool tricks and different ones with each type of spinner, these ones just aren't amazing either. All of these points applied to each of the different spinners, we can determine that the best spinner has to be the core spinners. It has good accuracy, good tricks, and all right competitiveness. So overall, I think this one is the best Ninjago spinner. Anyway guys, that is just going to be about it for this video, so I hope you all enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments whether you agree or disagree with my decision. But anyway guys, that is just going to be about it for this video, so I hope you all have an absolutely amazing rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!